I want to be a wife. I want to be a wife. I don't know about y'all, but me, I want to be a wife. Like, I don't want to have multiple men. I don't want to text multiple men. I don't want to do that. I want to be for just one person. Like, we can go date to date, gift to gift, just building a firm, healthy foundation of a relationship. Both knowing that a relationship will never be perfect, but when two people heads are in it and both want it, it can happen and it can work. Like, you see a future with me and I see a future with you. We see our little kids run around and just really building something that is just a blessing, but keeping God in the center of it. And love is just so beautiful, and I just can't wait to love and be loved and just be somebody, girl. Like, you look at me like, damn, you don't want to lose me type, and I don't want to lose you type, and we ain't finna do nothing that finna mess up us. Y'all can have the streets. I'ma be somebody's wife.
So it seems this female has come to a conclusion that she wants to now be a wife. And hey, you'll think, well, isn't this what I'm promoting, that you should be a wife and it's all good? I mean, great, she wants to be a wife, right? But then we also have to look at, when females say they want to be wives, is it something that they're actually intentionally doing and putting actions into what they want? Or is it something that they're just waiting for the guy to just take them off their feet and give them everything they want and the ring that they want?
I'm not lazy, I'm just a lover. I'm just a lover. I hate that people think I want to be a housewife because I don't have like any dreams or goals or ambitions. What if that is my dream? What if that is my goal? What if that is my everything?
It's interesting how when a woman says that she wants to be a wife, or a female is now focused on being a wife, what you do sometimes get is these feminazis who will try and push you to see that there's more to life than men, there's more to life than marriage, there's more to life than children. But yet you choose to ignore what that person's desire is.
Don't get me wrong, like I love working? Okay, wait, let me phrase that. I love learning more. Okay? But I also love being a homemaker. I love making food. I wanna be Manar Smith. Okay, I want to make bread from scratch. I have made bread from scratch. I made pizza from scratch. I've made cinnamon rolls. Like, guys, I can do this. I live with my mom, and every day I wait for her to come back home, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how was your day? Do you want any coffee? Do you want anything? Like, and then she tells me what she wants, and I do it, and I love that. I just want to wait for my husband and be like, baby, how was your day? Like, there's food for you. Do you want me to warm it up for you? Like, so if anyone out there is looking for a housewife, let me know. There are some criterias though. There is a checklist, but let's see. Maybe we can negotiate. Let's normalize. Okay, let's normalize people women wanting to be a housewife because they love it. Okay, because they love it.
What is interesting is when you see these females in their prime years struggling to find a husband. In your prime years, you know, that's quite concerning. Why aren't you capable of actually working towards getting what you want? When it came to a job, when it came to what you wanted to wear, when it came to what weave you wanted to buy that cost half your paycheck, it was easy to get. Another thing that stood out to me as well is the word wait. A lot of these females, they say they want to be wives, but they don't want to do anything to actually be a wife. They just want to wait to become a wife. So this man that she's waiting for has to come with all these criteria just to be her husband.
I just want to know if there's any other ladies out there whose dream job is to be a stay-at-home wife, because honestly, I'm trying to understand the like the desire to want to be a girl boss or like a breadwinner. Like, do you know how much I would love to just be able to stay at home, raise our children, cook, bake some cute little muffins or something, buy some throw pillows, make sure the house stays nice and organized, do those like nice little fridge organizations like we see on the TikTok videos. Like, that is what I would love to do. Like, my dream career would be to be a stay-at-home wife and mother and taking care of the family. Like, I understand now, like, society's kind of pushing for women to pursue their careers and basically, like, become men, but I don't know. I just want to be in my feminine, like, you know, how God created it to be. Like, the woman to be feminine, the man to be masculine. And
the one consistent thing you will find with these females is they can tell you all day long what they want. Their whole entire TikTok will be about what they want, but you'll never ever hear anything that they're doing to get what they want. You'll never hear the work behind to be married, to have those things. And let's just be real, nothing is stopping her to do it. Nothing is stopping her to get married other than herself. So to me, you have a lot of these females that love to talk but don't want to do the walk.
and for them to go out and provide and work, and then the woman to stay at home and take care of their family. Like, is there anyone else that wants it too? Because, like, I feel like I'm alone here.
Do you guys remember when we said we would be married with kids by 25? Do you remember that? Yeah, you said that. What were we thinking? What were they feeding us? What were they lacing our drinks with for us to think that that was something that would be accomplished? Because we're not accomplishing it. I'm not gonna lie, we're not. What were they feeding us? They must have been our foods, because I'm not comprehending why someone in their right mind would say that. And don't comment, all you 25-year-olds. Don't say, well, I'm 25 with 75 children and a mortgage, because we don't want to hear that. I'm talking for the rest of us. The rest of us normal people.
What happened was feminism lied to a lot of these females, and you all adapted a modern feminist mindset, trying to now have that and adapt it to a traditional household, a traditional marriage, and be able to find a man who is going to marry you with that type of mentality, and the way you live and the way you are and how you carry yourself. You know, it doesn't really reflect a wife. So you can all say that you want to be married at 25, but what are you like? Are you a modern female or a traditional woman?
Now, I personally only date generous men or men that are inspired to take care of me, because I naturally am a nurturer. I'm going to take care of you. Whatever I see you need, I'm going to do. If your dishes aren't organized, I am going to organize them. If I feel like you need something business-wise and I can help, I am going to, or I'm going to find a way to help you. I feel like if I am in your life, I'm going to add value intentionally. I'm going to pay attention to where you don't even have to ask. If you need something, I got you. So I am only dating people who feel the same way. If you are not inspired to take care of me or to make sure that my life is easier by being around me, baby, you don't have anything for me. I don't have anything for you.
This is the thing. Marriage isn't just about making someone's life easier. Of course, that is the goal, to be able to help each other and build together. But when you have this mindset of, I'm only marrying you so you can make my life easier, rather than I'm marrying you because I want to have a family with you, the man that you are, I can see you being a great father, and I just want us to build something together for our lives and the community. You know, it's just very two different things. And to be honest, all the reasons that she wants to get married is very, very selfish. You know, she may gloss it with some glitter, this whole sprinkle mentality where the man has to be generous and do all the things that you want to make your life comfortable before you can do anything or be anything.
I love being an independent woman. I like getting my things all together without reporting to anyone, updating anyone of my whereabouts and stuff like that. But deep down, I want to be a housewife. Housewife.
If you're a very young girl thinking about getting married, can I advise you? Don't do it. Don't do it.
You know what happens to you when you get married very young, 18, 19, 20, 21? At that age, you're very young, you're very impressionable. And I'm saying this because I did it. So let it be that you're learning from my experiences. You get married very young. At that age, you want to please your husband. You don't have any say in the marriage. You are literally scared of the man you're with, especially when you marry an older guy of about 35, 36. It's someone that give you like 10, 12, 15 years. Most men that marry young girls of that age do it because they like to be in control. And there's nothing wrong. As a man, you like to be in control. You know, it's not a bad thing.
It seems the only advice these females have is to draw other women and other females away from marriage. You don't actually advise them on how to find a good man. You don't advise them on how to be a wife, what it takes to be one, and what you probably had to overcome in your marriage, and what you learned, and how others can overcome their marriage. It's never about building and making a marriage better. It's always about, don't be with a man, don't find a man, forget all about it, you're too young. You know, at the end of the day, when you're 18, you're an official adult. And let's just keep it real, females today be doing way more things than get married before they're even 18.
But what happens is that when a young girl of that age gets married, she doesn't understand or know how she will become when she's like 30. The woman she will become when she's like 30. Her dreams, her inspirations when she's like 30. Trust me, what I wanted to do when I was 20 is not what I'm doing today. It's not what I plan to do. And I thank God that I got married to someone who is understanding, because if he wasn't understanding, we would have been divorced by now, straight.
See, of course, you grow up. Who you are as an individual doesn't actually change. But what happens is you become more of who you are. And more of who you are either blossoms, flourishes, or just comes out, right? Now, the issue I have here is the fact that instead of helping females to understand that life circumstances, they're always going to change, and the best thing that you could have is someone there with you, which she ultimately admits in the end that that's what she had, and she's thankful for it. Yet you don't want other women and females to have that, instead of teaching them how to navigate through that, because it's normal to want more and build on it. That's the whole point of marriage.
Straight, because he would have said, I married a very young, quiet, shy. I was so shy I couldn't look him in the face when we got married. That was how quiet and shy I was. But now look at me, I'm on social media. I have a community. I'm traveling the world. This is not to say we have not had issues, or we have butted heads. Because when I was becoming my own woman, he said I was changing. But I wasn't changing. This was who I was destined to be. At 9, he made me when I was about 18, 19. At that age, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wasn't sure. I was still in university, I think my year 1. I was very young. So as a young girl, don't marry at that age, because chances are, by the time you're hitting 30, you're going for divorce. Because you're getting to 30, you're seeing that I want to do this, I want to be this, I want to travel, I want to achieve things, I have goals, I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom, I want to work. And then the man that you were with might not want that for his wife. That is not the woman he married. He will say you are changing, but you're not changing. You have become a woman. Just wait. See what you plan to do with your life. Become the woman that you are destined to become, or be in the precipice. You already know what you want to be.
My issue is it's very one-sided. It's not that men don't want you to grow or to be more of who you are, and she contradicts herself as well by saying that who you are at 18 and 30 is not going to be the same, but yet this is who you're destined to be. So really, you don't change. Even so, it's not the fact that men don't want to see you grow. It's how are you going to do it together? How are you going to do it together? A lot of these females enter marriages and become selfish at the end of it. Forget they have a family, forget they have a husband, and you're supposed to work on things together for each other and your family, not just for yourself. Because really, your marriage is for you too. So whatever you do together is supposed to help you.
Men do not always marry the woman they're in love with. Men will marry a woman who is with them when they get ready to settle down.
I don't understand why a lot of these females always come out with this concept of men don't marry who they want to be with, men don't marry who they love. Maybe it's because that's what females do. Maybe females really project a lot of their actual real intentions, as they treat men just like that. They don't marry the men they love, they marry the highest bidder. They marry the man that's willing to pay a price. They marry the man that's willing to pay all her bills and she has to do nothing for it. I think a lot of females have a hard time actually believing that men choose who they want to marry and men love the person that they want to marry, and that not everyone is seeking out a baddie or a thought in the street or a 3 or 4 or a black female with hair full of weave.
Do you want to know the real reason why older women, specifically aunties, keep asking you when you're getting married and pressuring you into getting married? So I'm a lawyer, and one of the biggest reasons why I became and remained a lawyer is because of the status it gives you in society. People respect it. People think you're smart as hell. You are important in society if you're a lawyer. I mean, that's just the plain truth. And it is the same for these married women. They've put up with abuse in their marriages, sacrificed all their dreams, had cheating husbands, been treated like a servant by these husbands, all because the only thing that made it worth it is because they got status, so they can say, I'm married, I have a man. So when young women now come along and they're kind of like, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I don't think I want that. I'm not bothered about marriage. I don't even know if I'm gonna get married. I'm really relaxed because that looks like trash. That is a threat to every life decision they've made. Because if you don't want marriage and the market value of marriage isn't high, then why the hell did they sacrifice their lives and put up with all of this crap? So now if no one wants to be married anymore, well, you've just wasted your life and they have to deal with the reality that they've put up with a bunch of abuse for nothing. So they berate you to keep the market value of marriage high. So just know that's why they're putting pressure on you. It is nothing to do with you. It is everything to do with them and their life decisions.
Why is it every female has such a negative outlook, or majority of females? Either you want to get married for all the wrong reasons with a certain type of guy, or you have the other side where females just have this really bad energy for marriage. Nothing ever actually helpful, just a very bad look and bad outlook, and you use people's worst experience to describe marriage. You don't describe good experiences, realistic experiences. You use the worst to try and prove your point, to try and prove why you don't want to get married or why other females don't want to get married. That's you. But that doesn't mean it's for the rest of us, doesn't mean for the rest of the people. And the worst experiences is not everyone's experience either.
If you are a first daughter, you can only date someone who is committed to acts of service, who is committed to taking initiative and following through. Those are the only types of people you can date, because honestly, being the eldest is such a scam, but it creates this hyper independence that is so hard to get rid of. Okay, it is so hard to get rid of. I'm at a point where I literally need someone to come and snatch the tools out of my hand and say, hey, I'm gonna do this because you don't need to be doing it, or else I'm gonna do it myself.
My best advice for all these females that have every excuse to why they're masculine and hyper independent is do it yourself. Don't expect any man to do it for you. Just do it yourself, because you've been doing it yourself and clearly you're great at it. The truth is, you choose who you want to be, and feminine wasn't one of those things. And you're still choosing to be masculine, not feminine. You only want to be that or seem like you want to be feminine when a man does most of the work for you.
And I feel as though all first daughters can relate to that. It has to give acts of service, point blank, period. It has to give, I know that my girl would like this, so I'm gonna do it for her. Okay? Or I'm gonna talk to her about it and see how she feels about it, and then I'm gonna do it for her. Like, I'm tired. Okay? When you spend your whole life taking care of other people and you really don't know how to create good boundaries for yourself, you really don't know how to not take initiative the moment that you feel it and let others take the lead, you need someone who's just gonna come and be like, don't worry about it, baby girl. I got you. That's what I want. That's what I want. I'm not accepting anything less than that. Okay?
Females like this are a lot of work, which is why she's single. She wants to put all her baggage, all her failures, and the fact that she didn't have any boundaries for herself on a man. You don't want to do any self-work. You want the man to do it for you. You're just a heavy load. That's what you are. You're a heavy load with so much eternal issues about your own femininity. No man, it has time to waste for a female who doesn't even know how to be feminine anymore, something that's supposed to be within your nature and innate. You did that to yourself, so fix it by yourself.
I don't know who came up with this thing of like women should work. I don't know who came up with that, but y'all need to take that shit back. And I'm tired. I want to stay home and be a wife and a mom. This working stuff, y'all take it away. Take it away. Take it away. I'm ready to go back to Africa and be a stay-at-home wife. Who will take me as your wife? I will come and live in your mansion and be your wife. I'm ready. Take me please. Where's my husband? Where is he at? Where is he?
Okay, y'all, so it's something that I noticed about myself. So I've been doing a lot of self-healing and things like that, and I realized that this may sound stupid, but to me in my head it makes a lot of sense. I am tired of being a man to a man. I want to be a woman to a man. Like, why is it that I always have to be in this masculine role? Like, why can't I just be a woman? Why can't I just sit pretty and be a woman? Why can't I just be a woman? I want to be a woman to a man. I don't want to be a man to a man. Like, I feel like men take me out of this weird energy to where I have to become a man. Like, I just want to sit back and be a woman.
I will never understand this whole concept of needing a man to be a woman. My question is, what were you before? What were you before? Because you're letting everyone know you weren't a woman. So was you a man before? Was you an animal? What was you before? Because you were supposed to already be a woman, be born a woman, and somehow that's something you just don't know how to do, and you need a man to show you how to be that now, or allow you to be that. See, to me, that is a big you problem. That a lot of these females are putting men or giving men that type of responsibility. It's either your parents failed you or you failed yourself. And I'll be honest, 50% of the times, you failed yourself.
I want to be a woman. And I feel like everybody that I've encountered, everybody I've entertained, they always bring out this masculine energy out of me. Is it me? I don't know.
Being married is a flex. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. It's a big flex. Why is it desperate for a woman to want to be married to one a man? Like, we have been programmed, like literally programmed to no longer want families. A woman who wants a husband, who is doing the work on herself to find a good man, for a good man to find her. She is desperate, thirsty. Like, when did that become a thing? When did that become a thing?
I agree with everything this woman is saying, and her positive energy behind marriage, because feminism really did give this really horrible, negative image of marriage, and all these females just decided to ride the wave. Although there is something I want to say, you know, when people put down desperation, I think that comes down to a small particular group of females who have lived their life and made terrible choices. Now they want to dump it on a man because of the desperation of not being able to get the man that they want. I think that's the only aspect of it that I think people do say desperate. Other than that, it is just a bunch of females that will call you pick me and say you live for a man, he sent a man around you, and just really put you down for wanting these things for yourself.
Like, being married is a flex. It's very much a flex, in my opinion. I just think that we have undervalued marriage, families, so bad that we see it like, oh, it's nothing, it's no big deal, it's just a piece of paper. And we've put other things above the family. And that's the problem. Everything comes before the family. Nobody cares about the family. Nobody values the family. So when a woman who wants a family, who wants a husband, who wants to worship the ground her husband walks on, she's desperate. That's sad.
Yes, I definitely do also agree that marriage is a flex, especially now in 2024 where marriages are decreasing. Even though females want to say it's a choice, really, if you had a choice, you would have been married to the man that you wanted, but you can't. So how much of that is really a choice and how much is that really just an outcome? Although I do think that when you have women who are trying to give a very positive outlook on marriage, it's very important to use the right words, like worship. Now, you're not supposed to worship anybody at that. You're not supposed to worship a man, a woman, a celebrity, or a wealthy person. You're supposed to worship God. And I think a lot of times females will use these things against you to try and fit their narrative. So overall, I would just say, pick your words wisely and make it clear with the message that you're saying, because I do think saying worshipping a man and worshipping your husband, the ground he walks on, really doesn't give a healthy marriage. You know, that is only for God and God only. I'm your hostess, Feminine Princess. These are my last thoughts. I guess we looked at it from all different angles. We looked at all the females that say they want marriage but don't want to do anything for it. Then we looked at all the females that need a man to bring up their femininity when it's really your responsibility. And then we looked at all the females that always have something negative to say about marriage, but no constructive advice to be able to have a healthy marriage. And then, of course, the last clip that really does give a positive look on marriage. Just better words would be better. So yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.